Good morning. Welcome to another Friday. Today we're going to be talking about the impact social media is having on our anxiety. I heard a quote recently from the Christian music singer Mandisa, who said social media is, quote, a highlight reel. And I really started thinking about how true that is and how oftentimes we go to social media when we're bored, or that's where we're getting our news, or for some sort of connection. And yet the reality is that it's actually causing us to increase in anxiety. Either we're reading something from somebody we don't agree with, or we're reading something passionately for somebody we do agree with. Either side of the spectrum that we're on, our anxiety is going to raise, our blood pressure is going to go up, our thinking is going to become a little bit more racy, and we're going to struggle a little bit. The more we're inundated with social media, the more we're looking at other people's highlight reels of where they're at, whether they're doing well or they're not doing well, again, whatever spectrum, end of that spectrum that they're on, whichever that looks like, it's going to increase our anxiety. And if I'm in a place where I see that my anxiety is already elevated and it's something that I've been struggling with, the best thing I can do is limit the amount of time that I'm being influenced by other people. So what that means is if I'm on social media a total of 2 hours a day, because if you look, most phones these days have little tracking things that show you how much screen time you have either per day or per week. If you notice that you're doing that, but you're not like sitting down and watching on social media for 2 hours like you would sit down and watch a 2-hour movie. But it's these little moments of time that you kind of steal away in between appointments, in between your work, in between when you get home and you're wanting to like relax and calm down, whatever it is, you flip there for the idea that, well, I'm just going to connect, or I'm just going to, kind of pull my brain down and relax a little bit, or I'm just curious what's going on. Whatever it is, we're still going to see that anxiety increasing. So instead of turning to that, turn to something else. Because the truth is that I can't stop something if I don't have something else to replace it with. Let me say that again. I can't stop doing something. I can't take something out of my life if I don't have something else to replace that with. So in the past, we've talked about deep breathing and meditating on scripture. That'd be a phenomenal thing to be able to help your anxiety and to literally turn towards the Lord, like your whole body is turning towards and engaging Him in that moment. Another thing you could do is to go for a run or to turn on worship music and close your eyes for a minute and just relax that way. Think of different creative ways that you can turn your brain and allow it to relax in a way that has nothing to do with social media. I think if that's something that you're able to key in this week, that you're probably gonna find next weekend when we chat that your anxiety is a little bit lower. And remember, just because we're watching somebody else highlight reels doesn't mean we know what's going on, because they're just showing us pieces. We're not seeing the whole. And the whole is so much different of a picture than just one piece of a puzzle. I pray you have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon.